Hi everyone, have a pleasant day. This is Srimati from Dr. Ambedkar Global Law Institute, Tirupati. Today we are going to see the forfeiture of shares accounting treatment. So what is forfeiture of share means? You know already, that is the termination of membership and taking away of the shares of a shareholder. Why? Because of default in the payment of money, that is either allotment money or call money or any of the amount, okay, which is to be payable to the company. So here when a shareholder fails to pay the allotment money or a call money, then his shares are going to be forfeited by the company. Let us see the accounting treatment in four ways. First one is forfeiture of shares which has been issued at par. Then forfeiture of shares, the shares issued at premium and premium fully collected. And the next one is when the premium is not fully collected. And the next one is when the shares were issued at discount. So let us see with first one, the forfeiture of shares which has been issued at par. So here the problem, Mr. Sendil is a shareholder in Kiran Limited holding 2000 shares of rupees 10 each. He has paid rupees 2 and rupees 3 per share on application and allotment respectively, but failed to pay rupees 3 and rupees 2 per share for first and second call respectively. The directors forfeited his shares. So give the journal entry. So in this case, the face value of share is 10 rupee. He paid 2 rupee on application, 3 rupee on allotment, and then but failed to pay 3 rupee on first call, 2 rupee on second call. Let us see the journal entry. Already the proforma has given. You please check it out. Start with debiting the capital account. So share capital account, that should be debited with the face value of the share. So the 2000 shares multiply with 10 rupees. It is 20,000. Then 2. Share first call account, the amount which is not paid by the shareholder. Share first call account. Amount is 2000 into 3. It is 6000 rupees. And then 2. Share final call account. 2000 into 2 rupee. This final call also not paid by the shareholder. So 2000 into 2, 4000 rupees. And then 2. Forfeited shares account. This is the account which is to be opened for the paid amount of shareholder. So already he paid the amount, right, for application and allotment money. So that money will come here, share forfeited, forfeited shares account or share forfeited account. So here that is 2 rupees on application, 3 rupees on allotment. So this 5 rupees. So 2000 into 5, it is 10,000 rupees. So this is about the journal entry for it, being forfeiture of 2000 shares of rupees 10 each on account of non-payment of 2 calls. Important note here, the share forfeited account, that is forfeited shares account to be credited with only the value paid by the shareholder. Okay. The next one is forfeiture of shares issued at premium. So see the problem. A Limited issued 2000 shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of 10%, payable as follows: rupees 25 on application, rupees 35 on allotment. This includes a premium, okay, and then rupees 20 on first call, rupees 30 on final call. How much the premium? 10 rupees. So the allotment amount is 25 plus 10 rupee premium. So here 1800 shares were applied for and allotted. All money were received with the exception of first and final calls on 200 shares held by Raghu. These shares were forfeited. Give journal entry. Let us start directly the answer. So starting with receiving the application money, bank account data to share application account. So how much the amount? 1800 shares. One thing you have to note here, that the company A Limited issues 2000 shares, but here the applications were applied for only 1800 shares. It means it is under subscription. Okay. So 1800 shares multiply with 25 rupees, you will get 45,000 rupees. Okay. So this is for first journal entry. And second one is you have to transfer the application money to share capital. So share application account data to share capital account 45,000. Okay. And then share allotment to due. So share allotment account to data to share capital account to securities premium account. So already I said in allotment it is 35 they have given including premium. So securities premium is 10 rupees. It is 10% of 100. Okay. So it is 10 rupees. 1800 into 10. Securities premium account is 18,000 and share capital is 1800 into 25. So it is 45,000. The total is 63,000 that should be debited with share allotment account. And then for receiving the allotment money, bank account to debtor to share allotment account. It is 63,000. Okay. And then for first call due, share first call account debtor to share capital account. 1800 shares, first call money is 20 rupees. So it is 36,000. And then for receiving the share first call, bank account debtor to share first call account. But here the 200 shares which has been held by Raghu is not paid. Okay. So minus that. So 1800 minus 200 shares, it is 1600 shares, multiply with 20 rupees. It is 32,000. And then share final call account to debtor to share capital account. It is due for final call. Then for receiving the final call money, bank account debtor to share final call account. So here also the same 200 shares which has been held by Raghu has not been paid. So 1800 shares minus 200. So it is 1600 multiply with 30 rupees. So 48,000 rupees. So now we have to forfeit the shares which has been held by Raghu. So debit the share capital account with 200 shares multiply with face value of share is 10 rupees. It is 20,000 rupees. The amount unpaid on first call is 200 into 20 rupees. It is 4,000 rupees. And then to share final call amount 200 shares into 30 rupees. It is 6,000. And then the already amount paid by Raghu, that will come under forfeited shares account. Forfeited shares account 200 into 50 rupees, that is 10,000 rupees. So 200 shares forfeited for non-payment of both the calls. Hope you are getting into my point. And the next one is forfeiture of shares issued at premium, but the premium not fully collected. Okay. Let's take the same problem. In this problem, instead of the money paid by Raghu for application and allotment, let us assume that the allotment money has not paid by him. Okay, and first call and final call. In such a case, how it should be forfeited? In that case, share capital account to debtor with the face value, that is 200 rupees into multiply with 100 rupees, it is 20,000. Then it is premium account to be debit since the amount has not been paid by the shareholder. So 200 into 10 rupees, it is 2,000 rupees. So to share allotment account, this share allotment account includes allotment plus premium. So 200 multiply with 35 rupees, it is 7,000. To share first call account, 200 multiply with 20 rupees, it is 4,000. To share final call account, 200 shares multiply with 30 rupees, it is 6,000 rupees. And then to forfeited shares account, it is 200 shares, only the application money has been paid by the shareholder. So it is 25 rupees only. So 200 multiply with 25, it is 5,000 rupees. Now you can see the debit equals credit. Okay. So this is how this forfeited shares to be recorded in the books of accounts when the share premium has not been paid by the shareholder. And the next one is forfeiture of shares issued at a discount. Let us see this with a problem. Here Mohan Limited invited application for 2000 shares of rupees 100 each at a discount of 10% payable as follows. So on application 25 rupees, on allotment 30 rupees, and first and final call 35 rupees. The whole of the issue was subscribed and paid except the final call on 300 shares which were forfeited by the company after giving a due notice. Pass the forfeiture entry. So here the shares were issued and except only 300 shares, rest of the shares were issued and fully paid up. So here we have to take only 300 shares, right? So we have to debit the share capital account with 300 shares. So 300 into face value of the share 100, and then so the value is 300 multiplied with 100, 30,000. Then to share first and final call. The first and final call amount unpaid, right? So first and final call amount is 35 rupees. So 300 shares multiplied with 35 rupees, it is 10,500. Then here we have to credit the discount on issue of shares account. See, at the time of issue of shares on discount, the discount on issue of shares account were debit was given, right? So now it should be credited with the value of discount. So 300 multiplied with 10, so that it is 3,000 rupees. And then to forfeited shares account, it is 300 with 55 rupees. How it is 55? On application 25, on allotment 30 rupees he paid. So totally 55 rupees. So 300 multiplied with 55, it is 16,500. So being forfeited of 300 shares issued at a discount of 10%. Please note it that discount on issue of shares has to be cancelled while it has been recorded at the time of issue of shares. Okay. Hope you are getting into my point. If you have any queries, please put it in a comment box. Until the next, it's bye from Srimati. Thank you.